welcome everyone. Today is a new day and we are going to start the ISC topic 2021 to 22 batch. And today's topic is going to be the multiple choice questions as well as the long answer type questions. We are going to discuss those because you see these questions are a bit different kind. So multiple choice questions we keep on doing, right? That is easy. We have a separate video also, number of videos based on the multiple choice questions. So this particular video would be based on the long answer type questions, how to frame them, because I have seen many of you who study the take private tuitions from me from different places, not just from my own place, but from various states. You have connected to me and you wanted the private tuitions, and from you all I have come to know that the main trouble is in writing the long answer type questions. How to frame the 4 mark question, what are the points that you should include, how you should introduce the question, introduce yourself to that answer. So that we will discuss in this video. And so without any delay, let's begin. And yes, stay tuned. And if you like it, don't forget to subscribe. So this is the IAC topics. It includes all the IAC topics because this is your multiple choice questions and it includes all the topics from where MCQs can come. Okay. So model test paper for the IAC students. Answer the questions that follow. Extract 1. Prospero, sir, I invite your highness and your train to my poor cell where you shall take your rest. This is the extract. Now from the extract, as you know, it will be extract based questions only. So from the extract, you have your question. Who does Prospero address as sir? Over here, you see the word sir is used. Who is this sir? So over here, is it Ferdinand? Is it Gonzalo, Alonso, or Antonio? Of course, it is Alonso because he is the king over here. He is bothered about a number of things that is happening on the island. Do you remember the context? It is actually when Alonso has met Ferdinand and he is amazed. He cannot even believe whether this is his true son or it is just a hallucination that he's having, as a number of hallucinations on the island. So it is of course going to be Alonso. Next, coming to the second question, what does he expect your train to do? What is this your train? The people, Alonso and his men. So what does he expect his men to do? Join for a meal, join in the country's dance, to take rest, to attend a wedding. It will be option number C, to take rest. Why? Because of course he is calling them inside his small hut, inside that cell, so that they could take rest for a while and early morning next day they could leave for Naples. Alright, coming to the next question, where was the train returning from? Feasting at Milan, feasting at Naples, wedding at Tunis, adventuring on a desolate island. Of course, wedding at Tunis. Claribel, the daughter of Alonso, was married to a king in the king of Tunis. So they went to Tunis, and while returning, they were passing this island, and all of this thing had happened. So it is a wedding at Tunis. Okay, next, extract 2. I am going to tell you something, Mrs. Saunders. He said something. See, this question over here, where was the train returning from? So, over here, we will not write about that the train is returning from here to Naples because they are not actually returning to Naples. It is being asked that, see, no such option is also there. So, it is not going to be feasting at Naples, it will be wedding at Tunis itself. Next, extract 2. I'm going to tell you something, Mrs. Saunders, he said. Something that you won't believe. He puts his hands on top of the fence. So remember, once he has realized that it is the sound made by the roses, the scream of the rose stem, he tries to inform or tell that to Mrs. Saunders, who was plucking the roses. So, question number 1. What does Klausner tell Mrs. Saunders? Each time she cut a rose stem, she dropped plenty of petals. No, it is none of his business. She need not cut so many roses. Each rose she had cut screamed, we must plant more and more trees. It is going to be option number C. As you know that Krosner has realized that the plants feel the pain when we cut their stems or when we pluck the roses. So he just wanted to intimate that to Mrs. Saunders so that she realizes and she stops plucking the roses or cutting the stems of the roses. That was his intention, nothing else. Next, number two, Klausner peered through the rimmed glass, the thick spectacles, telescope, or window. It is the thick spectacles. As you know, that in the beginning also it is said that he was peering through that thick glass of the spectacles. It was something as if even his eyes were not quite visible because of that thick spectacle that he was wearing. So it is going to be option B. Mrs. Saunders cut the rose stem with dash, with a sharp pair of knives, a pair of forks, an axe, a sharp pair of scissors. This is the same story because of the same extract that Mrs. Saunders was cutting the stem. What was she doing? She was cutting the stem. That time Klausner heard that strange sound in that audio in that headphone, and he realized that is the sound made because she was cutting the stems. Sound made by the plant. So what was she doing? She was cutting the rose stems with what? Sharp pair of knives? No, sharp pair of scissors, of course. Sharp pair of scissors. This is my mistake. OD I have written. Alright. Anyway, let's move to the next question. Extract 3. The sea of faith was once too at the full, and round earth's shore lay like the folds of a bright girdle furled. This is from Dover Beach. I think you remember this extract, very important, I told you. Sea of faith, it is just like an earth. Remember in my video when I explained the poem, I told you, like it is earth, imagine the earth. Or if you see the earth from a distance, what will you see? All blue, no? Bluish because of the water bodies, right? So because of the all around there is the water body. It is just like the belt that you wear around your trouser. Okay, it is kind of a faith belt that people used to wear when they were very much religious, they had trust in their god. Then there was a problem, there was a loss of faith, there was doubt because of Darwin's theory that maybe god has not created us, it is just we have adapted to the environment, and thereby we have become human beings. There is no role played by God. We are not superior. All these troubles started troubling the minds of men. And so these doubts and so this loss of faith. So once upon a time, like a bright girdle furled, like a bright belt around the waist, there was trust in the minds of men. But now it is slowly drifting away and leaving the naked shingles behind. Alright. So, what would be the questions from here? What does the sea of faith symbolize? Without hope, no. Agency, no. This is the meaning. The agency is the sea where another Sophocles was writing. Unwavering belief, sea of faith. Sea means a huge amount, and faith, trust. So, unwavering belief that would never, fade. That would never. It seemed that faith could never fade away, but it did. Religion, no. So option number C. Next question. Arnold believes that dash alone can sustain mankind. Is it love? Is it belief? Is it joy? Or is it peace? You see, Arnold's belief is what? It is not belief because he is already a doubter. He already doubts whether God is helping them or God is their father or no. He's already doubting. So not belief. Joy and peace, he thinks it does not even exist. So love is the thing that can cure, that is the only thing that can still last and then cure certain things. Other than love, there is nothing else that can cure this world, faithless world, where people are fighting with one another. So this is going to be option number A, love. In the end, you will see the last stanza he tells his lover that you need to be true, we need to be true to one another, otherwise everything will shatter. And like ignorant armies, we will keep fighting our battles, which is meaningless. Alright, so here we come to an end to the MCQs. It's a very short video, and I hope you have solved these questions and checked whether you have been able to answer them or not. So that's it. Let's move to another day soon so that we can solve a few more questions. That's it. Bye bye.